Hello, everyone, and welcome to our live session for today. Today, I'm going to do a MEXT Scholarship Q&A, and I'm so excited about this because I've been receiving questions related to the MEXT Scholarship for in the past few months, and I do not have the time to put everything together, so I've decided to make this Q&A session just to answer some of your questions. By the way, my name is Harold Maisulia. Actually, I'm a MEXT scholar, and currently I'm studying at St. Luke's International University in Tokyo, Japan. Yeah, so without further ado, our first question for today is what is a MEXT scholarship? Well, MEXT is a scholarship that enables international students to study at a Japanese university with full sponsorship by the Japanese government. The scholarship is administered by the Ministry of Education, Culture, Sports Science and Technology, and that is the ministry that gave rise to the name MEXT. MEXT, yeah. So yeah, basically, MEXT scholarship is a Japanese government fully funded scholarship. And yeah, the next question that I have here is, what does the MEXT scholarship cover? So what does the scholarship cover? Okay, so the scholarship is a fully funded one. So it means that you're going to receive monthly stipend, and the stipend actually depends on what type of scholarship you receive. I will explain that in detail in my next question. But what it actually means is um, if you are an undergrad student, you are going to receive 120,000 um, Japanese yen per month. If you are a research student or a Japanese intensive course student, you are going to receive 146 Japanese yen. For those who are doing a master's program, you're going to receive 147,000 yen per month. And if you're doing a doctoral program, you're going to receive 148,000. So you can see that the numbers, the monthly stipend actually changes according to the type of course you do. Now, what does the monthly stipend meant for? Well, that stipend is what you're going to use to, excuse me, you are going to use to cover the cost of living in Japan. So you're going to use the money to pay for your rent. You're going to use it to pay for food, transport, and other necessities that you're going to need as a student here in Japan. And besides the monthly stipend, you also the scholarship also covers the tuition fees, the full tuition fees of whatever university you are going to attend. And for some of these universities, they require students to sit for an entrance exam. That entrance exam sometimes requires you to pay for a fee, and the scholarship also covers that fee as well. And also another thing that is this scholarship covers is the cost of your travel to Japan at the beginning of your scholarship, and also the cost of returning to your home country after the end of the scholarship. So in between those two, you're not like if you decide to go back to your country after studying in Japan, you are not going to be I mean, the cost of your travel won't be met by MEX. You're going to meet it yourself. So MEX only covers the cost of coming to Japan at the start of at the beginning of um, the scholarship, and is it even working? Yeah, it covers the cost of your travel to Japan um, at the beginning of your scholarship, and also at the end of your scholarship. It covers those two things. In anything in between, the scholarship won't really cover for that. So that's the second question. Okay, the other question that some people normally ask is, do they have different types of max scholarships? Do they have different types of max scholarships? Well, the answer is yes. Now we're going to talk about a few. Um, there's a scholarship for research. There's a max scholarship called Research Student Scholarship. Excuse me. Now, this is the scholarship that I'm on. This scholarship is for those who are enrolled or want to be enrolled in a master's program or a doctoral or professional graduate course, and would like to also do research as part of their studies in a particular field here in Japan. Now, the requirement for this scholarship is you have to be under the age of, you have to be 35 or younger uh, to be given this scholarship, and you have to be also a college graduate, or you have to complete 16 years of schooling before you get accepted. If you are still in if you're still in college, then you have to wait for your final year before you apply, because yeah, if you are just starting out, you won't be given this scholarship. The next type of max scholarship is for undergrad students. This type of this th- this oh, sorry man, my pronunciation is really bad. Excuse me. This type of scholarship is for fresh high school graduates who want to start college in Japan. And the requirement is you have to be between the age of 17 and 22, and have to complete 12 years of education or have a high school diploma. If you're still in high school and would like to apply, you have to wait for your final year to apply. So that's for that. They also have specialized training college student scholarship. This scholarship is for foreign students who wish to spend up to 3 years. Excuse me. Spend up to 3 years at a Japanese technical or vocational college. And the requirement is you have to be between the age of 17 and 22. And you have to, if you haven't graduated, you have to complete 12 years of education or have a high school diploma. If you haven't graduated, again, you have to wait until you are in your final year before you can apply. And there's also a special Japanese studies scholarship exchange program. This is for international students who want to come to Japan on an exchange student scholarship. You can also apply. You have to be between the age of 18 and 30 in order to be qualified for this. And you have to complete about 12 years of education or have a high school diploma, be enrolled as an undergrad student in a country outside of Japan before applying, and be able to return to that institution uh, upon your return from Japan. So that's for that. And you also have to take note that no matter which level of the scholarship are you apply for, there are two main requirements for getting accepted. The first one is you have to be recommended by the Japanese embassy in your country, or you have to be recommended by a Japanese university. Now, I don't know much about being recommended by any Japanese-based university. I got the first one. I got accepted by the Japanese embassy. So for this Japanese this embassy recommended max scholarship, you have to apply through the embassy. Okay, so that's for that question. The next question is, who is eligible to apply? I think everyone is eligible to apply, provided that you are a citizen of a country that has some kind of diplomatic ties with Japan. And you have to be mostly 35 or younger, yeah, for these scholarships. So if you are above the age of 35, then there is, I think you really don't have um, any chance of getting through if you apply. Otherwise, for each type of scholarship, I think I've already discussed the criteria there in one of our questions in our previous question. And another question that I normally get from people as well is, how do you apply? Now, for this question, I think I will answer for the embassy recommended one, because that's the one that I got through, or the one that I got. So I know a thing or two about that particular scholarship. So what you need to do is, you first of all, you have to visit the website of the Japanese embassy in your country. Um, yeah, if you don't know the website, uh, you might as well just go in person to their office and get an application form from there. So you can either download the application form from their website, or you can uh, go to the embassy to get the application form. So normally the MEXT scholarship, on their website, you normally find them under the education or scholarship tab. So you go there, you're definitely going to find information about MEXT. After downloading the MEXT scholarship application form, you need to fill it in. I've made some videos about how to fill in, especially the questions, how to answer the questions. Um, I'm going to provide a link uh, or a playlist on a Max Scholarship playlist that I've okay. I'm going to link a playlist consisting of videos that I've made about the Max Scholarship in the description box of this video. So please do check that out. And after filling it in, you need to submit with the required documents to the Japanese embassy, and you have to wait for the results. Well, I remember one person asked me, can I submit my application online? Well, I'm not speaking for every country here, but for my country, the Solomon Islands, the embassy there actually doesn't have an online portal where we can upload um, applications online. So what we did during our time was, we got a form, and then we manually fill the form, and then we submit with the required documents. Submit everything at the embassy. So we do that in person. Please tell me in the comment section below if your country has a different way of doing it. So that's for that. The next question is, what happens after I submit my application? Okay, so this is what normally happens after all the applications are submitted. The embassy will scrutinize everything, and then whoever passes that stage of the application will be contacted. You'll be contacted, and you will go for a written test at the embassy. I will probably do a separate video in this to talk about it. But yeah, after the test, if you pass, you're going uh, to go for an interview, and successful candidates after the interview will be informed via email or by telephone or on the website. Yeah, so that is what normally happens. So as you can see, like this scholarship has different stages, and one of the questions that um, someone asked me was, how long does all these steps take? How long does it take? So normally applications are open around April. Yeah, for my country, they open around April every year. Now, for it will take you a whole year to complete all the steps. Yeah, because if you apply this year, you are applying to enter the um, a Japanese university next year. So when when you apply, it will take like a period of 1 year to complete the test, the interview, and the selection process and all this. Yeah, so it takes about a year to complete all the steps. One question that a lot of people normally ask me as well is, how do I choose a university? Well, this is a very, very important question. Now, for the MEXT scholarship, what happens is when you apply for the scholarship, what you are applying for is you are applying for the government of Japan to sponsor you to study in Japan. But under the scholarship, they do not like uh, they are not going to find a university for you. So what you need to do is, after applying for the MEXT scholarship, you as an applicant have to separately apply to um, a university of your choice. Yeah, you have to do that on your own. The the max people won't apply for you, so you have to find your own university. I think I'm speaking for like those who are doing research on a research scholarship. I don't really know the the process of those who are doing undergrad or special trainings. Yeah, if you know anything about that, you can leave a comment under this video as well. Yeah, so that's for that. So when should I apply for university admission? That is another question that I think you need to be aware of as well. So you can start applying at the same time that you apply for the MEXT scholarship. I advise you to do that. Like when you submit your application, this is especially for those who are applying for a research scholarship to do master's or PhD. When you submit your application to the embassy, you also need to start looking into Japanese universities. Like you need to contact them to like, because if you're getting into a graduate school, you need to find a supervisor. So that's that's a time that I think you should start looking for it. Now, a lot of people wait until they pass the interview to do this, which is it's kind of good as well, because at that stage you'll be given a certificate by the embassy that you actually pass, and that you already passed the screening process, and that Max is ready to sponsor you. So you can use that letter to actually contact the university, and it will also increases your chance of getting into a university. But um, you can also do that beforehand, because I find that, like, if you wait for the results of the interview before you start contacting the university, sometimes you might end up, you know, yeah, sometimes these professors are quite busy, they won't reply in time, and you might not get to hear from universities in time. So start doing that early. That's my advice. Okay, so with that, I still have some other questions that I think I will do a separate session on. How do you answer the questions on the application form? How do you choose a research topic for a research proposal? Now, this application process, if you're applying for the research scholarship, you need to also make a research proposal. Now, this is an area that a lot of people have difficulties in. So I'm going to do another live session anytime soon to address this area. And another question is, how can I prepare for the test? How do I handle the interview questions? Yeah, I've addressed some of these areas in separate videos on my channel. So I'm going to link a playlist consisting of all the videos that I've covered MEXT related topics on in the description box below. Yeah, so that's all we have for today. If you think I haven't answered any of your questions, please leave a comment under this video. And yeah, we'll get to talk about it in our upcoming streams. Anyway, this is Harold in Tokyo. I'm so happy um, to be of assistance to you. If you find this video helpful, please make sure to like and subscribe. And if you think someone needs to hear this information, please do share this video with them. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.